GM everybody. Today I wanted to jump on to do an overview, kind of like a walkthrough of how you can get started with BTSEDEX, which is a DEX that's been built on top of the OrderlyNetwork near infrastructure. It's super easy to use. I really enjoy using it, so I wanted to give a bit of an overview so you can all get started with it too. So let's jump into it. Okay, so once you've got your wallet set up with some near, you can jump over to BTSEDEX. And then in the top right corner, you can select Connect Wallet. In this case, I am selecting Meteor Wallet, and then it will pop up with a connect request. I select that, and then it'll pop up with an approved transaction request that you'll have to pay some gas for. So when I select approve on that, it'll then process, and then it'll take BTSEDEX, the actual dApp itself, a few seconds to process that. But once that goes through, you'll see in the top right corner, rather than connect wallet, you can see that my wallet is now connected. So you've successfully connected to BTSEDEX. Okay, so now that you've got your wallet all successfully connected to BTSEDEX, we need to actually deposit some funds from our wallet into BTSEDEX, or technically into the Orderly asset vault. So what I can do is I can select my wallet in the top right corner, and it will take me to this wallet page. And then I can select the little arrow pointing to the left that will then pop up this deposit box. And in this case, you can use the slider, or you can type in the amount that you want to add. So if I want to add 10 near from my wallet into BTSEDEX, I then go ahead and type in that amount, and then this approved transaction box will pop up. If I select approve there, that will process. It'll take a couple of seconds to go through, and then that will be completed. And rather than the original amount that you will see in my DeFi wallet, you'll now see that in my trading wallet, I've got the 10 near, which I can then go ahead and use to trade on BTSEDEX. Okay, so now that we have our wallet connected and we have our BTSEDEX wallet funded, I want to show you how to actually trade on the platform. So in this case, I deposited some near, but all of BTSEDEX is denominated in USDCE. So what I go and do is I go onto the spot market and I go into near USDC pair, and I select that I want to sell 5 near over on the right hand side. And by default, it'll go in as a limit order, but I actually am just going to sell it at a market order. So I enter in 5, I select sell, and there we go. Instantly the order is filled. There's no approved transactions, there's no gas fees to pay, which is one of the really nice things about using BTSEDEX and OrderlyNetwork. On the bottom, if you go to trade history, you can see that that sell order is now visible. And now that we've got some USDCE in our account, we can head back to the trade page and head over to futures. And in this case, I select the Bitcoin perp pair. And then down in the right side, you can see all your trade options. And in the top left corner of this box, there's the leverage section. And it's super easy to adjust that. So I adjusted from 10x leverage down to 5x leverage. And I select approve there, and then now that I've got USDCE available, I can go ahead and enter in the total. In this case, I did 100% that I have, and when I'm ready, I can select buy, and that will be instantly filled. And you can see that that trade is now, as it's a futures trade, you can see that that position is open in my positions section. And then if I also go to the trade history, you can see the exact details of the entry that you have just made. And then in this case, just for demo purposes, what I can do is I can select close there in the position section. I can select close 100% and confirm. And you'll see that that instantly, that order is instantly filled. And the futures position that we had previously just opened is now closed. If you go back to the wallet section in the top right corner, you can then see your wallet, your orders, and also this super useful account history section, which will aggregate all the transactions that you've done and show you what your total volume is over the last 24 hours, 30 days, and year to date. And that's also split between spot and futures. So it's super useful to get a holistic view of your trading activity on BTSEDEX.